Hey guys, welcome back to Genius Recipes. I'm Trudy, and on today's video, we're gonna be making Rajma curry. So if you're not familiar with Ayurvedic or Hindu recipes, Rajma is just red kidney beans in sauce. If you're Haitian, that's solspwa. If you're Jamaican, that's stew peas. So yes, we're making the Indian version of all of those recipes. So if you wanna learn how to make this Pitta pacifying recipe, keep on watching.
This is everything we're gonna be using for today's recipe. So we're gonna start off with our olive oil, and then we're gonna add in our whole spices, which include our bay leaf, a cinnamon stick, a couple of cloves, and our cumin seeds. Then we'll add our onions, our ginger, garlic, green chili, and then our dry spices. Our dry spices include our asafoetida, which helps with digestion, garam masala, black pepper, cardamom, turmeric, and red chili powder. Then we'll add our tomatoes, cooked rajma or red kidney beans, our cashew cream, and fresh cilantro. By the way, be sure to check the description box for the link to the full recipe. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting on? Like this video, share it with a friend, comment below, and subscribe for more recipes like this one. So let's get started. Go ahead and add your oil to the pan, then your bay leaf, your cinnamon stick, your cloves, and your cumin seeds. Let them toast and become fragrant for about 10 to 15 seconds. And really be careful here not to burn them. It's so easy to burn your whole spices, so really watch it and have your onions ready, because your onions is what's gonna save them if it's about to burn. All right, so now add your onions and saute. Allow them to sweat out for a good 2 minutes or so. Now we're gonna go in with our fresh ginger, our garlic, and green chili. I'm including the seeds with the green chili, but depending on how hot your chili is, you can take out the seeds, which will make sure that your pot doesn't come out too spicy. Now you're gonna saute and then allow those flavors to combine for another minute or so. Okay, so we're gonna add our dry spices in a specific order. So we're starting with our turmeric, our chili powder, our black pepper, our asafoetida, and then the garam masala. Now, asafoetida specifically, you guys be very careful with this spice. If you're not of a Hindu descent, you may not be very familiar with asafoetida. It is a very concentrated spice. It's very good with digestion, but you literally only need a pinch. Allow the spices to burn for about 30 to 40 seconds, depending on how high your flame is. Now add your tomatoes and allow everything to saute and for the spices to really combine with some juices. The tomatoes really add in a special flair to the dish. This whole time we've been sauteing more on the dry side. We have some oil, but everything has been kind of just burning. But with the tomatoes, we're starting to juice everything up. So just allow the tomatoes to do its thing for a little bit. And then add your rajma, aka your red kidney beans. And then go in and break apart your fresh cilantro by hand and add it to the pot. Now add about a half a teaspoon of salt and mix the seasonings and the rajma together very well so that the beans can pick up all of that lovely flavor. All right, so we're gonna let that do its thing for a while. Don't add your water until you feel like the beans have really had enough time to soak up all of the spices. It took me about 2 minutes or so. All right, so now I'm gonna finally add my 2 cups of fresh purified water. And then I'm making sure to get rid of the water that I got from straining off my cooked beans. So I'm showing you here that I'm not gonna be using this. I'm using fresh water. And this really helps to not have gassy beans. All right, so now you're gonna add your cashew cream. And once the cashew cream is in, simmer for about 7 to 10 minutes or until the stew is thickened. Okay, so now it's time to check the pot. So this is what my pot looks like after simmering for about 10 or so minutes. Nice and thick and creamy. All right, so be sure to check the description box for the link to the full recipe. You'll find it on thegeniuslife.com/recipes. Also, subscribe to our website to receive direct email notifications when our recipes go live on the blog.
All right, guys, so it's taste test time. All right, so I'm so excited because I literally all I had today was stewed apples and I'm so hungry. But yeah, it's all done. I want to make a few corrections to what you guys saw earlier. So I did add my cashew cream too early. So when you add your water and all that stuff, let that simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes and then add your cream for the last 2 to 3 minutes. This is extremely hot, so let's just go ahead and blow. And this is actually super good with, just white rice. I'm also adding some Bombay potatoes on the side. That's a recipe I can do for you guys in the future if you want. Comment below and let me know if you want to see a recipe of Bombay potatoes. They're so good. And yeah, I'm gonna have some steamed kale right on the side of it. Wow. Let's try one of the potatoes. Wow. And some greens. So that taste test came down to 2 things: creaminess, thickness, and flavor packed. I guess it's 3 things, right? So yeah, this is super flavor packed. Now, I mentioned in the beginning, this is a Pitta pacifying recipe. So if you are a Pitta, by the way, I'll leave a link down below in the description box so you can check out what your body type is. It's gonna be a quiz that asks you a couple questions about your everyday routines and your life and just things that you deal with. And that's how they're gonna determine whether you're Pitta, Vata, or Kapha. All of us have all 3, but there are some people that have more dominant body types, such as Vata, then Kapha, and all that stuff. So yeah, so if you're a Pitta, this is really good for you. Vata people, this is more aggravating. Why? Because these beans are technically rajasic, or that means it's nitrogen based. It has a lot of nitrogen in it. So when you cook beans and even like lentils or legumes, you find that you have to soak them for a long time, specifically beans like this. And you have to soak them for a long time and then cook them. And that's because they have an outer layer shell that actually protects them from the environment. That shell on the outside helps to protect them from any outside extruders. So when we cook it and we put it into our body, it's still going to trying to protect itself. It is still a living thing. So in order for you to kind of break down that outer layer and release the nitrogen from the beans, you want to make sure you soak your beans overnight and cook it really well. You also notice that I threw off the water, that brown water that comes from the kidney beans. Throw that away because that has a bunch of gas in it. That's what's gonna make you gassy. And just add fresh water when you're cooking it. So yeah, that's it. Super easy, super delicious. This is one of the recipes that I would definitely save. If you're a YouTube lover and you use your watch list, you'll know saving is your best friend. And you can organize it into, different categories. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if you tried this recipe, if you're gonna try this recipe, if you have any questions, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.